Hey guys, we are on our haunted road trip, going to some of the most haunted places in Kansas. We are headed to Stoll Cemetery right now, which is located in Stoll, Kansas. This town was founded in 1857. At the time, it was a pretty popular town. Quite a few people lived there. Nowadays, it's kind of decrepit and falling apart. The place we're visiting is the cemetery, and it is no longer being used to bury people. However, there is some history behind it. Right next door is a church, and this church used to be home to some cults and some witches who would do their witch and cult things there. And right outside that church, there's a large tree, and it's rumored that this tree was used to hang witches, probably the ones that got out of line or whatever. So the graveyard is home to the graves of those witches as well as residents of Stoll. The cemetery is also used currently by witches, so we hear. We're gonna find out, who are doing witchcraft and rituals, witch things. Stoll is also famous. You might have heard of it if you watched the show Supernatural. It was featured on there. It is supposedly one of 7 gateways to hell on Earth, and that basically means that it is used for people to get to hell and vice versa. Also, Satan supposedly visits Stoll Cemetery twice a year on the spring equinox and on Halloween at midnight. So we'll see. We'll let you know when we get there. We'll keep you posted.
This fog makes it so eerie.
Turn right, it'll be on the left.
We got a Faith and Friendship Church.
There's a Methodist church. So it's gonna be right here.
Alright, we're driving slowly past it. Gate was closed, we weren't able to get in.
Go to the car.
Where's my flashlight?
Well, there it is. We can see in the cemetery. Huh? Record.
He was watching for us.
Good, how are you? Yeah. Yeah.
Have you heard or seen anything?
I've never heard or seen.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, don't go on that side. Don't park here too long because
Yeah, we'll move.
this is a church.
We assumed we like walked up there, and as soon as I saw your lights come on, I was like, oh, place they were watching us.
No, I just happened to be driving down this road. Yeah, I don't know the history. I know there used to be something there. I don't know if that's the church.
Okay.
And then up on the hill, there's really not much. It's kind of just a little loop around and then back down.
And then what's the 2 lights right there?
Those are just my headstone.
Okay.
Just lights someone put on a headstone.
You know, me too. Thank you
Appreciate
very
it.
much.
Have a good evening.
You too.
Skedaddle?
Yeah.
Almost got arrested there. That was exciting. We didn't almost get arrested. So there it is, the cemetery. Ooh, Stoll Cemetery. Haunted location. I don't know. Locals ruin all the fun. Reactions, Zach?
Yeah, it's hard to give a reaction to this one because we really didn't spend that much time there because we really couldn't because we ran into the cops and it was all gated off. Cop definitely knew more than he let on to, in my opinion. He was waving around, showing us stuff inside the cemetery. Is like pointing out, I think that's where the church was. Like, dude, you know where the church is. I don't know. The legends around the cemetery, I'm going to give this a haunt score of 6 out of 10. We didn't see anything, but I definitely wouldn't be surprised if it was haunted. Fortunately, we couldn't spend that much time around it. Seems like the locals keep a pretty close lockdown on that place.
Going off the witches and the whole church and sacrifices and witchy things, I feel like the whole town is in on it and protecting the cemetery, protecting their place. That's why they have it on such tight lockdown. Like Zach said, the cop definitely, I feel like, knew more than what he said, but maybe he was new, maybe he hasn't been there that long. But he's definitely said that all of the community members keep a very close eye on it. We're there at midnight, and there's no reason that anyone would be up and looking at it. So, I don't know. Rating, we weren't there long enough to really rate it, I would say based off the stories and just kind of the vibe the town gave, I would say 5 or 6. 6.
I don't know. It seemed haunted. We'll never know. Based on what we saw, or based on what I think? Based on what we saw, nothing, because we saw nothing. Based on what Wikipedia said, like 9 or 10. I mean, for somebody to name a place in the middle of nowhere, Kansas, one of 7 gateways to hell, for that to happen, there's got to be a reason. So, like 9.
There's got to be more stuff going on there.
Yeah, I feel like one of the things that was weird to me was when we asked the officer, do you have a problem with people being out here a lot? And he's like, oh yeah, definitely. And we were like, do you have any stories? Like, what happens? And he said he didn't have any stories. So to me, that was just like a little weird. I don't know, maybe something's going on there. Definitely seems like there's more to this story than what meets the eye. The fact that officer was on us like immediately. He said he was just driving by, but there's no way he was just driving by. The
headlights just appeared.
It was just immediate. He was like sitting somewhere just watching. I'm gonna say likelihood that this place is haunted, has some sort of supernatural activity, gotta be an 8. I don't know if everyone's in on it or if they're just trying to prevent it. I don't know, but there's something fishy going on there. So super nice police officer though, so that was fun. Well, that's a wrap on Stoll Cemetery. So, hope you enjoyed the video.
I did want to say, I was wearing my Urban 81 Paradise hoodie, comfiest hoodie guaranteed. Just a little lighthearted, fun design going into a bunch of super creepy location. So just quick shout out, urban81.com. Make sure to pick up the hoodie.